Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast! I'm YouTube famous, irrelevant, good looking. Now, what's cooking good looking? Available in 2020. The album Dad AF, only from K-Tel. I love rock and roll, so put another dime in the jukebox, baby. I went to a party last Saturday night. I didn't get laid. I got in a fight. Bom bom. How are you guys doing today? Happy Tuesday. And since I am happy, I have a message for a good Judy of mine out there. Happy birthday to you, Shannon. Happy birthday to you, Shannon. Your wife Mel reached out to me and said it was your birthday. And now you love to watch my videos. So have a happy birthday, Shannon. I feel like I'm doing really bad at dinner theater in some small town, which I kind of am, being that I'm in the middle of Indianapolis, and it's just me and my squirrel table. So anyway, happy birthday, Shannon. Like I said, your wife Mel reached out to me, and she said that you guys love watching my videos. Thank you so much, and I hope you have the best birthday ever. I have a few management issues, so if you would like to fast forward through this part, go right ahead. I'm sure somebody will timestamp it for you, but first I must go in with my morphine number 2, and here's what I have to say to timestamps. Here's what I have to say to timestamps. Anyway, the first thing I want to say is that I've made a very serious management decision over here. I think I need to kind of clean up this channel a little bit. And in an effort to do that, I'm getting my haircut on Friday. The first haircut I've had in almost 3 months. I'm so excited. But I've decided that I am not going to trim my beard or my sideburns or anything until I get my haircut. And then I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to be fresh and clean. That's management issue number 1. Management issue number 2 is that I want to thank all of you out there that have joined the True Crime Book Club Facebook group over there. We're like, it's just like blowing up. Every time I get on my Facebook, which is all the time because I'm old and mad at YouTube. But every time I get on there, I get like new requests to join the group. It's a public group, but you have to answer some questions to become a member over there. And so many new people are joining, and I'm so excited. Mel and I, my co-partner over there, she and I were talking last night. We're both like, this is so fun. We should have started this a long time ago. So thank you to all of you that have joined the True Crime Book Club or a True Crime Book Club. If you want to join it, it's listed below. The other thing I want to say out there is, you know, we have, I talk a lot on my vlog. I talked a lot about it last night about like my coming out story and me being bullied from kindergarten all the way through my senior year in high school and even past that some, you know. And we are coming into Pride Month this year, and a lot of Pride festivities and Pride celebrations, most of them, are being canceled because of what's going on in the world right now. But I still think it's important to bring attention to all of those issues. And, you know, people still to this day are making coming out videos and things like that. And my good Judy, Tanner Kearns, just made his coming out video. I am so proud of him. This has been a video that has been kind of in the making for the last 2 to 3 years. He didn't really know when the right time was. If you watch the video, it makes a lot of sense on why he had to wait. I am so proud of him. He feels so liberated. He is living his best life with his boyfriend, and his video is just, it's got such a great message to it. So I want to link his video below. Go check out Tanner's video. It's incredible. I'm so proud of him. I'm so happy for him. And you know, like years ago when I made my coming out video, I thought, who cares about me making a coming out video at my age? Nobody's going to relate to it. And I remember I was having a conversation with Zach from The Adventures of Zach and B. Hey Zach, hey Alistair. I think they are such great role models in the LGBTQ plus community. And Zach said to me that coming out stories were important because somebody might find it and relate to it, and it might help them on their journey. So I think that, you know, even though they've been done time and time again on YouTube, I think the more that people put them out there, the more people's stories are heard. And I think that that's really important, especially coming up on Pride Month. So I don't know, maybe I'll do another coming out video or talk about my experiences and all that kind of stuff. Not my experiences, but you know what I mean. My experience with coming out, and talk more about that during the month of June. So anyway, I wanted to say that. Now, let's get into the video. Are you ready? Somebody just called me. Who just called me? Let's see. I have no idea who that was. Anyway, let's get into the drama. I have 2 stories I want to talk about today. First of all, I want to talk about Hot Toddy, Tati Westbrook, Glam Life Guru. And the next thing I want to talk about is some more drama that Jeffree Star is getting himself into. Jeffree Star seems to not be able to stay out of drama these days. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of his new palette or because he's bored up in his mansion. I don't know what it is, but he seems like he cannot stay out of any drama lately. So first of all, I want to talk about this whole Tati situation. Now, the reason I'm talking about it on this channel is because I have received countless DMs from people, and I was going to say something about this in a video a couple days ago, and I thought, no, let's just kind of wait and see what happened. So I want to talk about this. First of all, what happened was Tati put out a tweet. Let me pull it up right here. My receipts, Whitney. She put out a tweet. Oh, shoot. I don't have the date on it, but it was like 2 weeks ago. And she said, no video tomorrow. Me and my heart are taking a time out. Okay? And that was like 2 weeks ago that she said that she wasn't going to put a video out. And I went and I looked. She has not put out any videos in the last 2 weeks. And then I went over to her Instagram, and she hasn't posted on her Instagram since May 5th, and she hasn't tweeted anything out since she posted that out there. So a lot of people are speculating what's going on with Tati right now. Where is she? Did she just disappear? Is she taking a break? What is going on with her? They're wondering, like, what is going on right now, because this is kind of like the anniversary of around the time of Dramageddon 2, which we know that she was like a huge part of that. I mean, she's basically what set that off. And so people are speculating that maybe it's because of that. I have to believe to some degree, that Tati is still affected by what happened last year. Wrong or right, I think that she still is probably affected by that. I don't know where she is. I don't know why people message me and they're like, where's Tati? And I'm like, do y'all think I have like the Batman red phone? I mean, I don't, like Tati and I aren't like that. So I don't know where Tati is. I wish her the best. I hope she's taking some time for herself if she needs that. And I'm sure that when she's ready to come back, she'll talk to us about that. She's always pretty transparent about that stuff, So anyway, Tati, if you're watching this, I wish you the best. I hope you're doing well. And I guess we'll find out down the road what's going on with her. So anyway, I just wanted to say that in the video because so many people have asked me to figure out. I don't know. I mean, how am I supposed to figure that? I don't know. So anyway, the next thing I want to talk about is, whoo, Lord, I'm winded. Period. Hold on. Period. My song for the day is, now listen, I have to tell you what I do. I get my coffee. Now I'm getting my Starbucks again and driving around and listening to music. But before I would make my coffee in the Keurig and then I would sit in the car and I would listen to my music. And I've got all of my stations programmed. I've got the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2K one. And then I have the 3 EDM channels, which is like Diplo, BPM, and Chill. And then I have a New York station, an LA station, and then I have Pitbull. And I said that in my video the other day, and somebody left a comment, and they said, I love that Peter says that he has Pitbull on there like some kind of housewife in the suburbs. I was like, what is that supposed to mean? I do love Pitbull. Does that mean like I'm like a housewife? Oh God, I wish I was a real housewife. Are y'all watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion? Oh, I live. Okay, so anyway, this is what happened with Jeffree Star. Now, I have received a lot of comments from people saying, your videos lately, you're just reading comments on Reddit threads. This is nothing new. I've done this for a long time, okay? But what I like to do, just to explain this, and I know it's kind of boring to people, but I honestly like to see like other people's responses, and then I like to comment on it, okay? And maybe that's boring to some people, so but I like the last couple days, like I've done a lot of videos that don't have to do with that at all. So anyway, I went over to the Beauty Guru Reddit, but since I'm talking about it, and I noticed that there was a Reddit thread over here about Jeffree Star. I mean, every thread, like when you go through here, it's literally like 4 out of 5 are about Jeffree Star. So there is a thread on Reddit, and it says, Jeffree Star blocks Tatiana and Fifi from RuPaul's Drag Race, right? And it goes in here and it talks about how Jeffree Star has blocked some of the RuPaul's Drag Race girls and that he has had issues in the past with RuPaul's Drag Race girls. So this is what's surprising to me, okay? Okay, I was reading this thread the other day. It was actually, I think, on Spill Sesh's Twitter. And somebody in there said, and I talked about this in a video, somebody said, you don't even know Jeffree Star, and somebody else was, I wish I could pull it up and find it, but it was like so deep down in the thread. And then somebody else said, yes, I do. Yes, he does know who I am because he blocked me. And the person said, Jeffree Star doesn't block people individually. His team does. Girl, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of embarrassed for you that you believe that, okay? That you believe that Jeffree Star has a team that sits there and blocks everybody. No, Jeffree Star, whether people want to believe it or not, Jeffree Star, he is the most bothered person. I mean, he is literally the most unbothered person, I can't even say it. The most bothered person on social media, period. He can come out in an Instagram story and he can be like, oh, I don't care, I'm sitting over here and I'm living my best life, at the same time having a finger on the block button over here, okay? So to every one of you out there that got blocked by Jeffree Star, I just want to say this, okay? Join the crowd. I don't even know what happened, okay? I really don't. Like, that wasn't even on a day that I had made any critical videos. I hadn't made any critical videos about Jeffree Star. I don't know, but I will tell you this. It was around the time that I had liked something of James Charles and I had commented back on James Charles and said congratulations about something. It was within a day or two of something like that. So that could be it. I don't know. Quite frankly, I could care less. The only thing is, it makes it real difficult as a drama channel because I have to go in my mysterious accounts. When you're a drama channel, you get blocked by these people, you have to have like that, you know, side account where you can go in there. He blocked me on Instagram too. That's the other thing, is he never followed me on Instagram, okay, which cracks me up. So this is his team, apparently. He never followed me on Instagram. So he had to go in and find me to block me on Instagram. So, okay, sis. But anyway, I guess I'm such a threat to your $1 billion fortune or whatever. But when you go in here, it's real interesting. They go in here and someone said, doesn't Jeffree block a lot of people though? I feel like I constantly see people say he blocked them for absolutely no reason. Jeffree Star blocks people constantly. I would love to see his block list on Twitter. I have to actually say this really quick. This was really interesting to me because I do think, like, it's interesting that Jeffree seems to have an issue with a certain group of, like the drama channels that are like, we were kind of like the OG drama channels back in the day, which none of us are at the level of some of these people, right? Which is interesting to me. But I was rolling through Twitter yesterday, and I noticed that Luke Alexander tweeted out, Luke Alexander, who's one of the younger and up-and-coming drama channels, he tweeted out who actually likes Jeffree Star still and why. And Angelica Oles has a pretty negative attitude towards Jeffree Star too. So, you know, I don't know why you're blocking me, but you might be focusing on the people that are getting 300,000 and 400,000 views a video. I'm just saying, okay? Not to mention that they have the younger audience. So you might be wanting, instead of all of us and sending your PR to people that don't matter, you might want to be pandering to the younger audience. I'm just saying, okay? That's just my 2 cents about all that. But I was like, when I saw that, I was like, woo, okay. And I went under there and read the thread, and it was interesting because there were a lot of people that said, like, I don't like Jeffree Star. But then there were a lot of people that said, yeah, I do like Jeffree Star. Why is he, you know, problem and blah, 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 whatever. So anyway, but who I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat. Okay, just because I sang that song in my video the other day, I literally got like 50 emails and tweets and DMs and stuff from people sending me different like memes. I love to call them memes. I know that they're not memes, but I love to call them memes. Memes and gifs about that. So anyway, okay. Where am I at? I digress. Let me get back in my Beauty Guru Reddit. Someone said he blocked me on IG, I'm assuming for a meme I posted of him. Someone said, what meme? Someone said, was he tagged or is his, okay, narcissistic? No, okay, they go on and on. Someone said, I used to think blocking a lot of people was a bad idea. It puts you into a bubble. It lets you arrange the things you hear so you only hear stuff you like. It's unkind, etc. I vowed I would never block people unless they were like threatening my life or something. But then I got kind of famous online, not like Jeffree famous, but enough that I completely changed my mind on blocking. It was really fast switch. Just one day I went from blocking nobody to finally going, okay, F this. I'm done, and then blocking hundreds, maybe thousands of people at this point. It goes on and on and on. I don't block really anybody. There's only, well, I mean, in the last year, I can only think of 1 or 2 people that I've actually blocked in like the last 1 or 2 years. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, I just don't care that much. Say what you gotta say. Someone said, but why though? Also, since when did he have beef with Sharon Needles? And what is the tea on that? Now, I will tell you that I'm not going to go in here and read the thread because a lot of people speculate about what the beef is with Sharon Needles. If you want to know what the beef is with Sharon Needles actually has done 2 interviews with Johnny McGovern from Hey Queen, which I live. I love Johnny McGovern from Hey Queen. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Lady Red. Anyway, And in the interview, Johnny asks Sharon why she and Jeffree have beef. So Sharon goes in and explains. She explains that a fan gave Sharon like this lipstick of Jeffree Star's, right? And then Sharon came out and said that it stained her lips. And Jeffree got like upset about it and was like, it must have been like a fake. It must not have been the real lipstick, okay? So then I guess like Sharon Needles made a joke about it or whatever and thought that they were okay. Well, then there was like more beef about it because Sharon like made some more joke about it. And when you go in on Johnny's video, I actually took this receipt. I'm not going to show it up here because I'm just going to read it. You can go back. I will link the video below. Then somebody turned Sharon Needles and Jeffree Star into a meme, and it says at the top, when you turn your face too much and the Snapchat filter disappears. And it's like Sharon Needles on one side and Jeffree Star on the other, and they look very similar. And Jeffree Star did not like this and responded and said, what a boring comparison. My net worth is greater than his. Next subject, you thought you were creative, but you failed to. What's interesting to me about this, okay, is this comment that Jeffree came out and said about his net worth is that, you know, he just came for Huda Beauty and said that all she cares about is money. He comes out for everybody in the beauty influencer community on Keemstar's interview, and he says that everybody is evil and they only care about money. No, Jeffree, you're the person that cares about money. You're the one that's constantly posting all of your luxury stuff. You're the one that's constantly posting your house and tours of your house and your closet and whatever, blah, 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 blah. I quite frankly, and I don't really care because my whole house could probably fit into Jeffree Star's closet, and I'm completely fine and happy where I live. Don't get me wrong. I like high-end things too, okay? But when the value of who you are as a human being is equaled by the size of your closet, maybe you need to step back and evaluate who you are for a second. That's kind of sad, okay? And that all the people that you have surrounding you at this point are people that you pay because nobody really can be bothered to be your friend anymore because you have dissed every friend that you have ever had. They're all going on and living their good life. They're all going on and doing their own thing. They are not bothered with Jeffree Star anymore, and yet he's still talking about it. You know, he's still on these interviews, and yes, Keemstar did ask him about it. But Keemstar also asked James Charles to come on his thing and talk about it, and he said, no, I'm not going to come on and be interviewed, you know? So it's like, Jeffree doesn't have to talk about this stuff. And if you truly were that happy, if you truly were living your best life, you wouldn't always be talking about other people's finances, other people's numbers, like Tati in the interview, what other people are doing. You're always talking about everybody else. Girl, focus on yourself. Now everybody's like, well, Peter, but that's what I do over here. I'm a drama commentary channel. That's what am I supposed to do? Talk about myself? I would talk about myself all day long. You don't think I would? I have an hour and a half vlog that I do from my driveway. Hell, the other day I did 3 hours. So anyway, that was interesting. But I will link that video below if you guys want to go see it. It goes on and on and on. People were talking about, someone said, I thought you meant Tati like a crunch. Okay, wait. Tatiana liked my friend's subtweet about Jeffree Star. LOL. I wasn't aware that they may be a deeper drama coming though. And I don't know what the Tatiana drama is about. The list of people Jeffree dislikes happens to be filled with a lot of people I like. However, and then they talk about Kat Von D and they go on here. Jeffree totally searches for his name just so he can be pissed about something. Such a miserable life. Someone said choices. Someone said, hell, Jeffree got offended by a 10-year-old boy, Mason Disick, who called him out and called him spoiled. So I'm not surprised he's blocking people for petty shit. Okay, I will say this about the whole RuPaul's Drag Race girl thing. You know, like, I feel like Jeffree is missing a mark here because they have a huge following. You know, I mean, they win Emmys every year, the show. They get huge bookings every year. People love the RuPaul's Drag Race girls. And James Charles has been very, very smart to kind of align himself with some of the Drag Race girls. Now, Jeffree has done a few videos with some of the Drag Race girls and done things with them. But a lot of other people have come out, too. The Vixen came out in an interview on Hey Queen and talked about why she will never use any Jeffree Star makeup as well. And that didn't have to use any for her entire time that, you know, she was on RuPaul's Drag Race. There's been quite a few RuPaul's Drag Race girls that have come out against Jeffree Star. I'm not sure that from a business point of view, blocking these girls or having a negative attitude, because if you start disliking a couple of them, they're going to kind of be like, what's his issue with the RuPaul's Drag Race girls, you know? And then at some point, you're going to have a bad reputation with the whole RuPaul Drag Race franchise as it is. And I'm not really sure, as huge as that is, that that's a good business choice. I'm just saying, you know, like, Jeffree doesn't seem to really think through his business choices very well. But, you know, it's his business. Somebody else says in here, motorboat. Okay, someone says, another person says, Troy says, someone says he's an attention who loves and thrives off of drama. If he stopped getting the attention, the behavior would change. Am I the only one here on Reddit who is here just over it? Why do we continue to discuss the trivial actions of lying, hypocritical, who support it? Okay. Do you guys remember that one thing from 9 to 5? What does she say? Oh shoot, Dolly Parton. She says, lying, hypocritical, something bigot. And she goes, and I can change you from a rooster to a hen with one shot. Don't think I can't do it either. I used to have that whole thing memorized when I was a little kid. Can you imagine, like, 8-year-old Peter walking around talking about lying, hypocritical bigots? Not a whole lot's changed. Anyway, I digress. I do want to say this so that I think is interesting. I saw a comment either on my video or on the thread somewhere that said something to the effect of, like, Jeffree's the only one that's really getting in a lot of drama right now, so he's getting a lot of attention, and the attention is, like, focusing on him, and he likes attention, and it's good for his business. I don't know. Is it really? But, like, that's interesting to me that people are saying that. Like, if Jeffree wasn't doing anything right now, people would be probably completely bored by what we're going through in the world. And I don't know, that'd be like, what are we supposed to be doing, And Jeffree, but I think people are getting over him. I think slowly but surely people are starting to get over him. And this is the thing, okay? This is where you got to be real careful, is that if you have, let's say 30% over here that are diehard Jeffree Star fans, right? And then you have 30% over here that really do not like Jeffree Star, but like, whatever. And then let's say you have these people in the middle, okay? What would that be? 30 to 60, 40% in the middle, right? On the fence. Like, if Jeffree does something at this point that pushes those 40% over to the dislike, you're screwed. I mean, you're really screwed. So when they talk about what a smart businessman he is, I don't know that I think that. I'm starting to think he's not a very smart businessman. I'm starting to think, yes, he puts out products that people love and people say are quality products, but when it comes to business, you just don't see a lot of CEOs of business companies acting this way. If he wants to continue to do the reviews and talk about these makeup companies, that's one thing. But to come out directly against certain makeup companies or certain people just because you've got like beef with like the owner, like that is such a bad look. It just really, really is. I mean, it would be more surprising if you came out and people are, and I'm sure he's like, why would I do that? I could care less. But if you like congratulated somebody on the release instead of always just calling them out for something, And we have to think about this too. Like, I see a lot of different things out there about other people, and I'm like, if the tables were turned and this was about Jeffree Star, people would literally go crazy, right? Like, if what Jeffree said about Huda, Huda from Huda Beauty, about how it's really sad that she's not interested in makeup anymore, that the only thing she cares about is money, if she came out and said that against Jeffree Star, or if James Charles or Manny or somebody came out and said that about Jeffree Star, can you even imagine? Can you even imagine the backlash that person would get? But Jeffree can come out and say it, and nobody says anything really, right? It's just a huge issue. Like, this whole kind of stand-up, and he knows he has it, but I don't know for how much longer. I really don't. So it's going to be interesting to see going forward, like, if he can hold on to this, like, stand-up fandom that he has. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.